fluoride.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember why I said it? Because fluoride is more electronegative than oxygen. So when you put fluoride in anything, what are you effectively doing? You're stealing electrons.
You'll like, then in that case, though, you will like the water episode, because I go after fluoride with a vengeance. Because there are now data saying that fluoride at what most people consider trivial levels are severely impairing thyroid hormone function.
Of course they are.
I know people are going to accuse me of being a wacko, but when you look at the data, it's just blatant.
No, the world is fucked up. You're finding the truth, but you want to know why? Until today, you didn't know anything about iodine, semiconduction, and that iodine improves wideband semiconduction. And what did I tell you before about the periodic table? 1 to 53. 53 is iodine. Why the hell would nature use a group 7 halogen? Because its atomic mass is so big, it needs its electrons, but it brings protons closer together. It allows us to proton tunnel. And what are we? We are the mammal that has the most massive Ferrari engine in our head. And it turns out iodine is really important. I always tell people what the thyroid is. You make thyroid hormone, in case you don't know, T3 and T4 from tyrosine. Oh, we're back to that story again. 200 to 400 nanometer light. So you make it from light. But here's the craziest part of the story. The numbers in T3 and T4 stand for iodine. So what do I always tell my mitochondriacs when they're not scientific people? In a car, your mitochondria is the engine. You know what your thyroid is? The gas pedal. When you have hypothyroidism, you got a stuck gas pedal. You can only go through LA traffic at 20 miles an hour. That's what hypothyroidism is.
Yeah, the effects of fluoride on the thyroid are striking. So for filtering water, I know that you're a proponent of reverse osmosis water.
Yeah, but I'll tell you the filters. You know, Berkey is the big one that always talks about fluoride and getting it out. I did hacks on them. They're full of shit. I just got to say that because it's just not cool.
What filters work for getting fluoride out?
You can't get fluoride out. The only thing you can do is you overwhelm the system with iodine. So I told people in a podcast, I used to have fluorosis on my anterior incisor. I used to be a dentist, and I asked everybody in dental school about this. And of course, I got all centralized answers. Then when I got smarter and I started going through my weight loss, I'm like, you know what? Part of my prescription is seafood because of the DHA, but iodine is huge there. So what I found out is the more seafood I ate, the more seaweed I ate, the fluorosis went away. So the same thing is true. And when I'm a spine surgeon, when I do surgery, I can see fluorosis in the bone as well. So when I see that and I'm operating on somebody, immediately, as soon as they wake up, I'm like, you're going to change what you're doing. Like we're going to talk about. The number one way people get poisoned with fluoride today isn't what they think. It used to be water, now it's big pharma. You want to take a look at any single pharmaceutical that is dealing with frontal lobe disease, mental illness, almost all of them have fluoride in it. The other interesting thing that I've pointed out to my anesthesiologist who put people to sleep, the older general inhalation drugs like halothane, all fluoridated hydrocarbons.
I've used